Hello fellow hunters, welcome to Grunge Hunts and Props. My name is Chris Leonardo and today I'm going to show you how we made our Jason Voorhees Friday the 13th Part 4 replica mask. I bought a 4-pack from Amazon, just of the plastic, kind of cheap plastic hockey masks, and I decided to go ahead and try to make a replica mask out of it, and so did a bunch of paint work, made a bunch of scars on it, double laminated it so it's actually pretty sturdy, but it looks really cool, so follow along and enjoy the video. Okay, for the Jason mask we are going to try to make this as realistic as possible, make it look just like I believe it is part 4. We're going to do a little cutting of the plastic here. I'm going to put it, I just bought the 4-pack of these masks off of just Amazon, right? So you get a 4-pack, I think it's like $18, something like that. So so we're just gonna use that 4-pack and kind of build our own. The first one I'm gonna do is use this black one and reinforce it. It's kind of a flimsy material. See, it's just kind of a little bit flimsy. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this behind it and just kind of reinforce it and just basically make it like it's 2 masks thick. So in order to do that, we're gonna get some contact cement and work on that. First thing that we have to do is get these, so we only want one thing of snaps here, right? So in order for this to go flush behind the white one, we're gonna have to get rid of these. Okay, that goes a lot more flat to it. Okay, I'm just gonna use a brush it on, and then we'll wait for 5 minutes, and then we'll stick them together. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and let that sit for 5 minutes, and then we'll stick these together. All right, we waited 5 minutes, and we're going to go ahead and stick it together here. Okay. And wipe off any excess that's sticking out of it. Okay, that looks pretty good. So now we're going to go ahead and just start doing the base coats here. While it's drying, not too concerned about it at the moment. I'm going to do a yellow base coat. This is gloss. Okay, and we'll let that dry. Okay, we got the base yellow down. Now we're going to do a little bit of it's camouflage beige or tan color. You can get this from Base or Lowe's. We're just going to do a little bit of this and just kind of dust it. And then gloss white. Again, just dusting it. Okay, I think that's good. I'm gonna let that dry and then we'll start cutting the cracks and kind of making some scars in this. All right, now we're going to, now that it's dried, we're gonna go ahead and draw in the axe wound or crack in the mask here. So from the reference photos, looks like it goes right through here and kind of touches this hole here. So I'm just gonna draw this in with a Sharpie really quick, and then we'll cut it out. I guess I should make it clear that we want to just go the top layer, not both layers of plastic. Now we are going to just rough this up and make a kind of battle scars in it. Now we're gonna scratch just with a wire brush, make some scratch indications on here, taking off some of the paint. And now we're gonna paint the, I guess, there's like red little wings on here. So we're gonna have to paint those on there and make a stencil for that. Okay, so I've cut just a little piece here. The part 4 mask doesn't have the full, if you look on this one, it doesn't have the full V on it. So it's partially worn off. So I just cut a section of it, and we're gonna use this piece of paper as a stencil and just go right over it. Try to line this up perfectly. Okay, we're gonna just use a drum sander here to just all these straight edges that we cut. I'm just gonna kind of make those look a little more organic and not so straight. Now we're gonna do a little bit of a black wash here, just getting into the cracks and crevices. I don't want to do the whole thing because I will be doing a stain on top of this, and I don't want this to get too dark. I personally prefer the darker masks. I think they just look a little more grungy and grimy, dirty. You know, these movies were made in the 80s, 90s, and so the hockey masks tended to be a little bit more bright and shiny than I personally prefer. But I'm trying to make this, you know, pretty close to the replica. It might be a little bit darker. So I don't want to do a black wash over the whole thing, which would I normally would do. I'm going to do just individual sections. I want these holes here to be dark. Good, we're gonna go ahead and let this dry, and then we'll come back with the stain. Okay, we've let that dry for a little bit. Now we're gonna apply the stain here. This stain, I'm gonna do this, it's called a tobacco stain. Anyway, I did the espresso stain on the first mask that I tried to make, and I really love it. I mean, it looks really cool. It's just a little dark for a replica. Even though I prefer this mask with how dark it is, trying to make this one just a little bit lighter and see how that looks. See if that's more, you know, true to the movie. So yeah, see how this goes. Just cutting up this old sponge brush that I had before. So I'll use this. This has a gel consistency too, this tobacco colored stain here. So as usual, I'm going to just apply it to a bottom section, or section that's not going to be very visible or can be easily corrected. Okay. Okay. That's much more subtler, lighter in color. So I think this is gonna work. Okay, still a little bit darker than what I would want for the replica, but it's still really good. And it's still lighter than what the espresso stain looked like. And this hopefully will lighten up a little bit as it dries. Okay, so as you can see, just the combination of the different colors with the base color yellow, you can just see it all kind of come together and give it a multi-color look and dimensions here. So you have the base yellow, you have the beige tan, and then just kind of a white coating on top of that, so you can see all those colors coming through that stain, and that's kind of what makes this look so much more realistic than just buying these other replicas and taking the time to actually give it this dimensional paint look. Makes a huge difference in the realism of the mask. So these cheap plastic masks turn into something that looks really cool. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let this dry, and then all we have to do left after this is put some blood on there and gore. So we're gonna use the perma blood here. This is industry standard. It's pretty much the very best blood you can get, and now I have tutorials on how to make fake blood, and that's using the clear Elmer's glue, but and that works great for interiors, but the colored from the artificial food coloring does fade, and also you can't really use it outdoors, so the Elmer's glue will just kind of turn into mush when it gets wet or rained on. So for outdoor applications, and you know, applications where I want it to stay the same color red and permanently, you know, bloody. I use perma blood. It is a little expensive, but it is worth it. So on the part 4, end of part 4, he's got blood in the axe crack here, and it also flows down to the eye. Just trying to make some blood splatter on it. That works really well. Okay, I don't want to overdo it on that, so I think that's good. I think we're gonna go with that, and call that good. Now we have to wait for everything to dry. Okay, for the replica mask, we're gonna just darken up some of the holes with just an airbrush and some black acrylic paint. Okay, that looks good.
And here is the final product. A Jason Friday the 13th Part 4 Replica Mask. Hey, if you enjoyed this tutorial, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Ring that bell so you can get notifications anytime we put out new content. I thank you for watching, and as always, happy haunting!